Hey guys, we're over at the Vinfast stand. Now, wait, whoa, who's Vinfast? They're a Vietnamese automobile manufacturer, and they are coming into the United States. They have a massive stand over here at the 2022 New York Auto Show, and this is going to be one of their main products that's going to be coming to the U.S. And it will be built in the U.S. as well at their all-new North Carolina production facility that they're working on right now. We'll also be getting the VF9 and the VF7. I believe it's still a little bit like prototype EV kind of concept form right now, but these other two models are all getting really close to production, and this is the most, I think, production closest ready version we're seeing so far, called the VF8. So what is the VF8? It's around like a BMW X3 sized crossover, and it is fully electric like we said before. This one offers around 400-ish horsepower and just about 300 miles of range, and it's actually designed by Pininfarina actually, so we got a lot of established names being worked on in this project as well. And it's really unique design. So this whole design is kind of centered around this V formation right here, and that kind of carries around to all of their different models. And we've seen in these two newer models that we're kind of seeing more of an evolution, a more cohesive design theme. We kind of got like this bow tie thing going on over there. We can see it also in the VF7 over there, and this kind of long, big V like themed styling that we can see going on. But this is kind of like their first main product, the cheapest entry-level product. It's going to be around $42,000. It'll compete with vehicles like the Volkswagen ID4, Kia EV6, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and around those types of vehicles right here. So let's just talk about the styling a little bit from the rear end. Again, we can see that V kind of theme going on there. Interesting kind of taillight design over here, and we do have a full-on power tailgate as well. So we just open that up really quick for you guys. So a full power tailgate. Awesome. You can see up here there are two rear-facing cameras. There are a lot of safety systems and other kind of driver assistance features going on here as well, so that's why we have that. A lot of trunk space back here. Some underfloor storage as well. Really nice. And it is a power closing tailgate as well, so we can just push this button and it should shut up for us. Now this is a pretty bold color as well, so definitely should be different color options if you're not interested in this kind of bold color, but it's really popular right now. A lot of people have been looking at this all day. Checking out the wheel design, you can see a lot of EVs have kind of like this aero fan wheel design where we do have like kind of these covered wheels so we can get more aerodynamic efficiency out of them, which is really nice. And we do have the nice V logo in there for the VinFast as well. There are functional side air curtains. As you can see here, this goes through and out over here to help push air across the wheels. The front end is pretty unique as well. It's kind of these LED light signatures, and they do go into the big grille area, which is pretty nice as well. And then underneath here we do have a full frunk area, and it is an actual frunk, so you could put stuff in there, which is nice. Down here is some vintage for, I guess, battery cooling if you do need that as well, which is cool. Coming around to the side, we do have our charger connector right here. I don't believe it's opening right now. And we do have side mirrors and some more cameras. So there are cameras all around this vehicle as well. Looking at the rear seats in this pink color, everything does look really good. And we've been checking out this vehicle so far. The quality has actually been pretty good. We do have a little bit of a shark fin antenna up here as well. And unlike other EVs, we haven't seen kind of like this vented kind of top spoiler. I've seen a lot of other EVs have a vented top spoiler. This one doesn't have it. In place, it actually has a real wiper. So this is one of like the few EVs I've actually seen have a real wiper instead of having some kind of weird venting situation going on over there. So that's interesting to note. And like I said, this is kind of like a BMW X3 spaced crossover. So if you do open up the rear seating area, again, you can see there is a lot of room going on back here. Onto the door panels, pretty decent material. This is like a soft touch material up here, kind of like a brush. This is real metal. I can feel the metal on there. It is cold to the touch. Some soft touch material here. Window control. And everything does feel pretty solid actually for being kind of like a newer brand just in general, but also a new entry-level brand for the US market as well. Just hopping into the back seat. Lots of legroom actually, pretty nice. A lot of footroom as there's a battery on the floor. A little bit like rubberized materials on the side as well, which is really nice. And you do have rear air vents as well. And you do have some charging, so it's USB and USB-C as well, which is really nice. And this is kind of like a perforated leather in the center, so it is a nice space. And you do have a full panoramic roof up here, which is closed right now, so it will help the cabin feel a little bit nicer. Let's go check out that front end because it's kind of interesting. Hopping in up front in this new VinFast VF8. What are we looking at here? So this is a really unique interior in most aspects, other than being, we have the giant tablet and the screen. There's a lot of interesting stuff I've noticed in here. So up front, in front of us, of course, it will have driver safety systems, and we do see a head-up display projector up there, which is nice. We can also see kind of these infrared cameras right here. So that means it'll be capable of tracking you, so it can help allow for some more features for autonomous style driving assistance and safety systems. Coming over to the door panel, similar stuff we saw on the rear end as well, just a little bit more window controls, of course, and of course the speaker grill. Steering wheel is really nice, actually, leather wrap, and of course we have the VinFast logo over there. Really interesting floating design right here, as you can see. It's kind of like a pedestal style. I've never seen that before, actually. And of course we have a center console over here, decent amount of storage space, wireless charging, of course more power outlets and USB ports. Really interesting, nice presentation of your gear selects of park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Really easy accessible right there. Volume control knob, which is nice to have as a hard button, and a power off and power on button to kind of mute your volume, which is really nice as well. Of course, we do have a glove box, some ambient lighting on the interior as well, which you can see in red going across this side. Nice frameless rear view mirror, which is really nice. Typical sun visors as well. And then this whole infotainment system, so like you see on like a Tesla or something, you have your main screen right here. There's no screen in front of you, so this is where everything's gonna be controlled from. And so far, first impressions, it's pretty simple and very intuitive to use, I believe. So here you can have your adaptive driver assistance systems right here. So you have speed, lane, they call it Vin Pilot. So you have lane centering, lane change, on ramp, off ramp, which is really interesting. An Audi there. Is it an Audi? Is that a Tesla? That's interesting. 360 camera, so which is nice. Really nice to have. Traffic sign recognition as well, which is a really nice feature as well. Speed limit control and all that stuff. Then you have forward collision avoidance and avoidance systems, which is really nice. And a whole bunch of other features going on through here as well. We also have our EV settings. We can see some charging displays, driving styles, public charging schedule, and here you can see the battery, of course, in the vehicle. So we have 70% charge right there, 150 kilometers of range. And we also have a map function as well, so you can see your map. Pinch to zoom works pretty well, decent. Media controls. I don't believe there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I will ask the VinFast guys over there, they're right next to me, if there's that can be a feature or not. But as of right now, I don't believe that is a feature. It would be nice if it is a feature, because a lot of other EVs don't have it, such as Polestar and Tesla don't have Android. Oh, I know Polestar has Android Auto, but not Apple CarPlay right now, and Tesla does not have either of them. Some more quick controls. Over here, we can see some lighting controls for the front and rear of the vehicle, as well as fog lights. We have drive modes. We have 3 different drive modes: Sport, Comfort, and Eco. Some nice animations going on there as well. I believe these are for your cameras. I don't think they're working right now. The button has been working. And some more power control modes. So you do have a pet mode and a lot of some similar Tesla things we've seen, which is really cool. And your climate controls are built into this center screen. Really easy, accessible, as they are always like static on this bottom bar, so you can always just touch them and access them, which is really nice, so you don't have to go fiddling around. But at least this is a nice stacked button. I like how the heated seats are right there and present for you, so you can just turn them right on. And there's different stages where your heated and cooled seats, so you have both, which is really nice. You also have heated steering wheel, which is really nice as well. Climate controls, like I said, they're right here, really easy to access. Let's just turn that off right now. And you have a full kind of app library and drawer to get other things in there, which is really nice. So yeah, it's a pretty simple interface, nothing too complicated. And then you have a notification center up top, so it's pretty intuitive to use as well, which I really like. And let's just hop out of this and just summarize what we're seeing with this whole VF8 vehicle right here. Awesome. So yeah, like I was saying before, Vinfast is kind of a new brand. Everything's kind of new to them, and it's also going to be new introduction to the US market. This is an interesting first attempt. It's not bad at all. It could be competitive, I think, in the market if it is priced around the $40,000 range, plus that EV incentive. So it's going to bump that price down significantly into the low 30s, which will be really cool. But I'm more excited to see what they're going to be capable of in these 2 newer models, from the VF9 and the VF7 coming later down the road. This one looks like it's coming much sooner. It looks much more production ready, as I think these are going to be more fully developed, fully kind of like more unique versions of I guess this starting point of the VF8. This one's really going to be really enticing, as it'll probably be a huge competitor to the upcoming Kia Telluride EV, which I feel like they're calling the EV9. I can't remember the name, EV7, something like that. This is going to be a big competitor, as it's a big 7-passenger SUV, and I think it looks really, really striking as well. So I'm excited to see that on the road. and we'll just hop over here and we can just check out the VF7 really quick. I really like the design of this. This thing's really cool as well. So I really love to see this on the road as well. Really cool sculpture going on with the body. So I'm excited. Vinfast is doing a lot of interesting things with NFTs. They're doing stuff with really interesting subscription services. They're announcing sort of like a battery subscription service, so you can kind of like pay for the battery. It's really interesting stuff. I'll list it all down in the description for you guys below, so for a little bit more of the information. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Vinfast is doing. See how much stuff we can move. I'm going to try to go get a test ride along down on the EV track downstairs in the VF8 to see how it handles on the road. But yeah, this is Vinfast. Welcome to them to the US market, and I'm excited to see where they come down in the future. Awesome.
It is great. I really enjoy this car. It's very smooth. Uh-oh, you got the camera, so I gotta punch it. All right, here we go.
It's quick.
Okay, good. The brakes work. They weren't working earlier, so I'm just kidding.
And what kind of power is it going? Like I heard 400-ish or something?
Yes, 402.
402? Okay, awesome. And it's dual motor, all-wheel drive, or is it just...
All-wheel drive.
Awesome.
Yes. And that's standard.
Standard. Okay, that's great to see.
Yeah, all models are going to be all-wheel drive.
Awesome. Does that have like drive modes or something, or is it just...
So right now we're in sport.
Okay.
Yeah, eco and comfort.
Okay, awesome. Oh, wow. Oh, it feels good.
Oh, man, it's a smooth ride. Got wide and long wheelbase.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is like, it's a great car.
And they said it's coming later this year.
Exactly.
Awesome.
November 22 is the when they have the scheduled date.
Okay. And it's gonna be built over, is it in Vietnam right now, or in other markets, and then it'll come over, as I heard you guys had a factory coming later on.
Exactly. They're shooting for 2024 in North Carolina.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, but they'll have their before that, of course, they'll have their showrooms and
Yeah, definitely.
things like that.
Awesome.